This right here gonna be a cakewalk.
Before we dive into the discussion, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter, and also follow me on Twitch. But with that being said, let's talk about this new discovery. Over 4 years ago, I made a video titled Tekken 7 Season 4 Confirmed. 5 DLC files discovered. In this video, which was a long time ago, we were talking about Season 4 and how the developers updated the Steam database. They added just mysterious files to the game and we had no clue what it was. Now, the interesting thing about this video is when I uploaded it, that video was disliked into the dirt. But everything that was discussed eventually came true. And that's how it is sometimes. When you make a video, when you're talking about something, it may come true, but it takes time. And in this instance, what we're going to be talking about with Heihachi Mishima, I mean, it's the exact same thing, right? The developers, once again, now they're working on Tekken 8. They're updating the Steam database. We can see here, you have one thing from 5 months, 7 months, 4 months, 4 months, 4 months, 4 months. That's all was done at once, right? You have 21 days. That's Eddie Gordo. When it says 21 days ago, that means it was like kind of like updated or something like that. Then you have 16 days, 15, 4, 2 months ago, whatever that was, but then 9 days ago, something new was added. Now, players believe that this is Heihachi Mishima. Now, what I was thinking about is like, okay, if this is Heihachi Mishima, a lot of us are under the expectation that he will also come with a stage, that stage where all the monks are wave dashing and you have the snow, you have day, you have night, you have evening, just like the beach stage. So it seems like that's going to be fully playable, and it's also going to be like a stage. So why is it not also here? Or you could think of it this way, where maybe this is the stage first and Heihachi's later. But regardless of the fact, the developers have added something new to the downloadable content. The reason why this is so important is because right now there's an era of silence, right? Harada's not saying anything on Twitter. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing going on. But you can see that the developers are still silently working hard at it. Now, a lot of people come into the stream and they ask me, when do I think Heihachi will drop? Now, I'll just give you my very rough idea, and this is going basically off of what they did for Lydia. Now, this will obviously may not be right, but this is just what I think so far, right? Once we get more information, concrete information, I'll give you an updated, date. But right now, if you just look at this chart here, you can see that Lydia was announced on April, and then 4 months later, in July, they did a tech talk for the character. And then a little bit after that, they did, at EVO, they did a playable beta for the character. Then they announced Heihachi, and then a couple of days later, Lydia released. Now, if they were going to do the same thing that they did for Lydia, but this time for Heihachi, once again, go 4 months. That puts us around October the 5th to 6th, right? And then you think about a Tekken Talk being before that. So you have a month between September the 7th and October the 5th. That's a month. They can easily put a Tekken Talk in there and then also make Lydia like a playable demo at TGU, reveal the final character, which I believe to be Fakumram, at TGU, and then a couple of days later, Heihachi comes out. That's just like me going off what they did for Lydia, but that's no way confirmed. They could definitely do something different. But for those of you who are just looking for a general direction, that's what's going to happen. That's where I say you should be focusing on. Late September, early October is probably where Heihachi is going to drop, right?